Hello, this is Angelia and I'm Chandler Smith, and we're going to go over what we taught week 1. I can't remember the date, but that would be beginning of November. Anyway, week 1, and we had a beginner and an intermediate level, and in our beginner level, we really wanted to focus on the 6-count pieces of Lindy Hop that are not East Coast swing. So what we did was focus on the sugar push. So the sugar push, we were talking about how for the guy, you just go one pace distance. So for example, I go here, 10, triple, go, triple step. I do all my footwork just here or here. She, however, may travel farther. It depends on how we do things, but we'll go over that. So what I need to do is I need to have my arm be just a rigid, even though it's bent, it's still rigid, so that when I step and move, she comes right with me. I'm leading her with my hips, not with my arm. I'm not doing this. So as we come in, I present this hand. Actually, I think we started holding both hands so that we could get the hang of it. So we went 1, 2, triple step, triple step. So it's back, together, triple go, triple step. And so for the lady, what she needs to really focus on is following the tenets of following, which are you keep going the direction you've been led to go until you're redirected or stopped. And that way, he has all the momentum. He knows exactly how hard to pull her in and how to send her out. If she just does this all on her own, it's going to screw it up. So ladies, this is one time especially when you need to just clear your mind and don't anticipate and just follow what he's giving you. Anything you want to add?
And we keep our footwork going.
And the footwork is?
Step, step, triple step, triple step. Step, step, triple step, triple step.
So if I didn't move her at all, we'd go like this. Step, step, triple step, triple step. She has no reason to move, so she's not moving, but her rhythm is there. So we go step, step, triple step, triple step. Step, step, triple step, triple step. So we started off holding hands, but we eventually went to where we let go of this hand because it really gives her more distance to travel when we do that. So the way that goes is she comes in, I present that hand for her to push off of, and then she goes back when I push her. But notice, it's not my arms. If it were my arms, it would look like this. And that's really hard to do. It totally throws off my balance, and I'm having to counterbalance. That's not so good. Anyway, so those are the basic ideas of sugar push. So what we did then was some variations on sugar push. So we're going to turn around here so you can see this a little better. What I want to do is I want to bring her in and have her style and turn that way. So what I do is I present, this hand that I am holding against her here like this, presenting for her to come against. I then grab that hand and I twist her like that. So it looks like this. We go 1, 2, triple step, triple step. 1, 2, triple step, triple step. 1, 2, triple step, triple step. So you can see how this hand, it really kind of holds its own. It's this one that kind of gets ground and collapses a little bit. By the way, another part of leading and following is you don't want your elbows to go behind your rib cage. So when this hand goes back there like this, it's a definite choice on my part for a specific reason. Normally, I want to keep everything here for the solidity of the lead. So we did that variation. Then we did a turn. We did a block turn where she comes in, 1, 2, triple go, triple step. So it's a block turn, and then she goes under that hand, under that arm. So it's 1, 2, triple go, triple step. So my pattern, my footwork where I travel does not change. It's her pattern that changes a little bit. Her rhythm is the same, it's just where I'm moving her to go while she does her rhythm. If there's anything you want to add to this, feel free. So we did that. So we did 1, 2, triple go, triple step. Then we did a trading places move, an underarm inside turn, where we go 1, 2, triple step, triple step. So we'll do it from this side so you can see it. We went 1, 2, triple step, triple step. So for those of you who've done East Coast swing, generally the step is a rock step. It goes rock step. In other words, it's sort of a back forward. In sugar 1, 2, triple step, triple step. If I were doing East Coast swing, it would be 1, 2, triple step, triple step, 1, 2, triple step, triple step. So I hope you can see that difference. I think that's everything we did in the beginning class. Now our intermediate class, we focused on jazz moves, jazz steps that we have in Lindy Hop. So we talked about some of the ones that you encounter in the why can't I think of it? Shim. So we started off with the boogie back and the boogie forward. So the boogie back, it's talking about how you got to get low. You really want to stick your backing out. You want to be like an accordion that's pleated like this. And the lower you can get, you kick and clap at the same time. But you have to have this bounce going on every beat. You don't want it to be. That's different. That is a valid move, but it's different. So we're trying to bounce, 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 like that. So get used to that bounce on every beat. So stay low for that, and then our boogie forward is you got to get your hip going first, and your knee kind of follows your hip, and your ankle follows your knee. So you kind of swing it around in a sort of a C pattern, and then swing it around. So facing you, it looks like that. And like that. Okay, from the side again, look at how little I progress with each step. I'm taking, if I took the swing out of it, I'm stepping about this far each time. So it's not about covering ground, it's about getting this motion going. And you want to isolate from here up, from here down. So it's like that. So you have a boogie back and boogie forward. Then, let's see, we did Shorty George. Shorty George, the big no-no is to be doing it on your toes. We always talk about being on your toes in swing dances. This is one place where you don't. You want to be on your whole foot. And the reason why is right here. I want to be able to roll on the edges of my feet. And that's, if I don't have my whole foot on the ground, it turns into a twist or a swivel. And the Shorty George, there is no twist. It's like skiing down, they teach you Chris skis. I think these are called them skiing. It's like doing that. So in order to get your knees going, you got to bend your legs, bend your knees, so they have somewhere to go. But my hips and my feet pretty much stay in line. It's just my knees that go. So I go bum, 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 bum. And the question is, what do we do with our arms? There are many different choices. So we did. You want to show them one?
Okay. Well, we just keep our head down the whole time, and we did our arms.
I think we did it up like this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Something like that. And we did one where you go straight down the side of you like that. And one where you point down but a little farther out like that. You can really do just about anything you want with your arms. But in general, this motion makes you look kind of like a snake, so anything you can do to accentuate that is helpful, and it's all just illusion. If I take all the swivels and everything out of it, this is what I'm doing. I'm going kick and step, 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 step. That's all I'm doing. I'm just adding all of this stuff to it, and it looks like more. Okay, then we did a hesitation shorty. Oh yeah, let's do the hesitation shorty George first, and then the hula. Okay, the hesitation shorty George. We finished with pecking. Hesitation shorty George goes like this. We go kick and step, 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 and peck, peck. I think we just pecked twice. I forget how we timed it out, but the point is you just you do this toward each other. So we go kick and swing, or you trip and fall. Kick, boom, 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 peck, peck, peck. However many times you can peck. Yeah. And then we kind of incorporated that into a Lindy basic, where if we were just doing a Lindy, and now we did a hesitation shorty George, peck, peck, and then we go back into our Lindy Hop.
Generally, the jazz steps are on count 8. So the lead sort of gets going on count 8, follows to catch up. We don't always know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for her to get it on 8, but that's where it starts. So So just to show that, we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and now I'm ready to click on 8. So it goes 5, 6, and 7, instead of 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to do hula.
Yeah, hula. This is one of Frankie Manning's favorite stylings that he would do, and I always have to kind of get into it, but I wanted to think of my hand as digging and throwing. So it digs as I'm on my front foot with my hips pushed back, and then I scoop my hips under at the same time I scoop the dirt. So it's dig, scoop, dig, scoop, dig, scoop, dig, scoop. So an example of this would be if we were doing a boogie back, and then coming toward each other, we did a hula. So just for fun, let's do boogie back, hula, boogie back, boogie forward, boogie back, short George.
Hesitation, 40 short?
No, regular. And then we'll finish with hesitation.
Okay.
I'll call it. So we can do boogie back, we go boogie back, boogie back. Here's the hula, and boogie back. Short George. Boogie back. Boogie forward is what we say. Boogie back. Hesitation, shorty George. Pat, pat.